Well, hello everybody, and will be a series every once in a while. But if you want to get started on streaming, just like your streamers on Twitch, well, I've got news for you. You're going to be the star of your own creation, and you're also and it'll be taking work on your part as well, way before you even start streaming. Also, and this is something that I don't think beginner streamers or streamers like me who are just coming back from, I had to help take care of my mom, and then my mom, because she was sick with cancer. In fact, she passed away from cancer May 30th. And it's just my dad and I. I know I should be living on my own, but the way the circumstances are and were, that wasn't about to happen. But here, and I'm going to give you some tips of the trade that's helped me with it, that can help you with it, and some other things. Now, before I begin, if you want to get a cup of coffee and sit down, that's fine. Get a notebook. In fact, I would really recommend, if you're going to be watching these videos and learning how, take a notebook. Another thing is watch other streamers, both on where they started off, which is here on YouTube or on TikTok. Have a YouTube short, or Instagram. But start off on another program. Facebook is another one. Start off with another platform so you can get used to, because you are going to be the star of your own show. Now, whether you get many viewers like one of your favorite streamers or not, that'll be up to you and how you present your content. Another thing is that people, I think, beginner streamers think, oh, if I stream on this platform, namely Twitch, but other platforms too, I'm going to get as high or higher. That's unrealistic. Start where they started off. If I had, let's say, if I had a YouTube short, or if I knew about TikTok or Instagram, I would have started there. I started here on YouTube. That's where a lot of the top streamers had on Twitch had started, which is here on YouTube. And they still use their YouTube channel for their Twitch or other platforms. Now here's the homework that I want you to do. Read up on how you can begin a short stream on YouTube Short, on TikTok, and on Instagram. Also, the other the other platform being is Facebook. With those, you can begin, and you can start an hour. You can start saying, well, half an hour of my time, that's a good start. Excuse me. Another one is to find out what you are interested in and stick to it. Whatever, now if you're interested in gaming, what gaming? Is it as popular as mine? And try something not so popular to start out with. What is it? Do you like to craft? Do you like to make things? Do you like to garden? Do you like to help? How do you like to help people? Being a content creator is going to be the toughest thing, but first you have to start out. And the main reason why I'd recommend YouTube Short or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok is that you're going to get yourself out there. Now, let's say you have videos of Lady Liberty, here's her face, and then you back away to her whole body, and you're explaining. There you go. That just got your foot in the door. Now it may depend on how many people want to see that. Try also try to try to not think of things, but anyway, try to do something that you don't see anywhere else. Find, like, for example, if it's crafting, jewelry making, knitting, see if somebody else has it out there. If so, watch their channel and join up, say hi, and watch how they do it so you can integrate that into yours. But this will be your niche. You'll be starting out before you start out because you'll be scheduling your time. Start with something short, like an hour. Take an hour of your time and maybe do 5-10 minutes, half an hour. And you don't even have to dress up, and that'll be later on. Another thing too is sit up straight. I see a lot of content creators slump. Sit up straight. Show them that you can. And if you're using your phone for gaming, or you're using your phone for other things, turn off your notifications. You may want to turn them back on. And this is something I have neglected to do, but I need to start doing. Okay. So everybody would say, well, answer it. Why are you doing that? And another thing is by looking at the different mediums, seeing how And if you're like me and you're saying, well, wait a minute, I just came back on. You want me to start TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube? That might not be a bad idea, because then you get an audience, you get people to look at your stream, to look at who you are, because they may have forgotten. And then choice, if you've oh, well, I haven't done this in a while, I need to go forward and to do something else. If you like sewing, if you darn socks. Now, what am I doing? I'm sounding my consonants. But wait a minute, you're not taking a breath. In high school, I took breathing exercises, and I was in choir class. I also took acting classes where there were breathing exercises. And you don't hear me like you would hear the newscasters like they're having a heart attack or something. I learned to breathe. It's like acting. And because you're going to be a part of this, you need to work on taking breaths without people noticing. And but even before then, you have a lot of work to do, because before you even start, what is it that you want to do? I would write down, and this is some more small homework, is write down the things that you love to do. As you do that, write down the things that you really love to do. And then once you get to those, try the different ones and see what works and what doesn't. Also, I wouldn't worry. I would look up to see if there are others, and see how they go about doing it. Then what I do anyway, is I say, okay, and I want to stream about this particular thing. However, I'm at a loss. Go ahead, but you could be doing a lot of work beforehand, like scheduling your time. What is your platform? That's the first thing you do, is get a platform. I would recommend, if you're starting out or you're just coming back from like what I experienced, because I'm still coming back and getting back to a thing, is excuse me, is how is basically is what's the different things that you don't see anybody else do. Then ask yourself, okay, which platform? Well, I wouldn't really start on Twitch, but there's a platform for you. But where I would really start is where most of your content creators actually started, here on YouTube. You can also do it on YouTube Short. You can do it on okay. On YouTube Short. You can do it on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. Those are good platforms to start out with, because then you can bring your audience to Twitch. Now, here is another thing that I would like you guys to do that I wish I had done earlier. Copyright. I know a lot of you like music, and I do too. And you like certain kinds of music, or you like, oh, I like this and I want to share. Is it copyrighted? Read the copywritten laws in your platform. Read it and reread it. Because if they, like YouTube has music, I've yet to download that, but they have music, also Twitch sound, and I'm sure other platforms do too, have the but have music, not non-copyrighted music. The main reason is it can get you in trouble if you do copyrighted music, copywritten music. And so that's why it's quiet here. Also, let's say you want to watch one of your favorite shows and you want to stream that. Is it copyrighted? Ask yourself, read the copywritten laws, and that's before you start streaming. And stream a little bit at a time. Don't go all out and say, well, I have to stream on Twitch. I have to get 30 viewers. I have to, yeah. But start out small and work your way up. That's why I know you've heard it before from other streamers and content creators that you start off on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm including Facebook. That's where they started off, is YouTube. Your favorite content creators started on YouTube. They were YouTube. They began with either no or one viewers, and then they looked at it, they changed their format, they changed the way they do it, and they tried it again until they got the kind of viewership on YouTube first. Some of them may have started on Facebook or Instagram first. But and the newer ones, maybe even TikTok. But that's where you want to start off first to get your foot in the door. But there's a lot of things you have to do beforehand. One big thing is work on your breathing. Work not on your regular talking, but talk without taking a breath. Go to acting classes, choir classes, singing classes, where you can learn how to breathe without breathing. How to take a breath without even people noticing. I'm glad that I'm using it I took acting classes. I took choir class because that's what I'm doing now. I'm taking breaths, but you don't know it. And another thing that I've seen some content creators and such do is they have a walk, or I will be start enunciating. If you have, like for example, if you play Genshin, pay attention to the voices and hear how they enunciate. Watch or listen to radio programs that have people enunciate. Take and don't talk like you have rocks in your mouth, or do not talk like you're gonna mumble. And if you have like a phone call, there's a mute button on your microphone. But we will get to those later. Now, when I started, I didn't enunciate. And I kept wondering, well, why don't people want to understand me? Another thing to do is closed caption. There are people who have trouble speaking or who are hearing impaired. They are reading your lips, but they would like to know what you say. There's also other people out there who are wondering, well, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to, well, people have a hearing problem. Now, with the vision problems, there's blind people, visually impaired people, people who are legally blind, and you talk like you have rocks in your mouth or you're mumbling, they won't know what you're saying. And they may want to, join you guys, but you're not enunciating. That is so very important for you to do, is start sounding your consonants. Also, if you're planning on playing a game, look up the kind of things, programs you can download to play games, so you're not just holding out your hand and having your phone there. And because it's hard for your arm, because then you can't play it. You'll be playing and they'll be watching you, but they won't know what you're doing. And one of them is Air Server, which is what I got. And it's for Windows. I'm sure there's one for, and that you can match your phone on. And it is a really good one. I like it. Yes, you do have to put a code in there now. I'm grateful. And then you want to Whoa. Also, and so you may want to look into that. If you do have it on your computer, then that'll be great, because then it'll come up. You go to your computer and it'll come up. And then you can flip-flop. What I call flip-flop. And remember to add it on. Another idea to do is to look up. Now, let's say you want to start on Twitch after a while, or you're just coming back like me, and you say, well, look at the different Twitch extensions, look at the YouTube extensions if there are any, and look at the different extensions, and then decide for yourself what you would like to do. And then you can decide, okay, I want a schedule for your profile to be put in there, and others. And I would suggest, and I still need to do this, is to make a video of what you're going to be doing. Then that way they can show up and people can take a look at it and say, oh, wow, okay. But before you do that, you have to plan out that and schedule that. There's a lot of work that happens before you even start streaming. Whether it's TikTok, whether it's YouTube Shorts, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, you want to begin to decide on what platform and then what you want to do. Now, the lighting is also very important, because if like, I want to do it in the evening, but I don't want the moonlight, or I don't want the light in my room, green screen will help. That they do on the different platforms. When I'm not here, and I use another platform called Melon, though I do like Streamlabs and Streamlab OBS, and that's and they also have green screen capability. So if I don't want anybody to see my messy room for any reason, then I can go and I can use the green screen. Instead, now with my lighting, I got this upper window and then this window here. When my parents and I were first looking, and I looked at this room is actually bigger than my dad's. It used to be my parents'. I'm sorry. And so lighting is very important. So check your lighting, and that's before you even start. Another thing is, you can dress for success. You can dress like you normally would. You can even cosplay. Me, I'm wearing a nice sweater. nice and warm because it's cold out, and a sweater on top of a sweater. But you don't have to. You can wear even cosplay. So it's however you want to. Or, and a lot of people are doing this now, VTubing. And there's a lot of VTubing out there. So I would suggest looking at the YouTube platform, YouTube, and say VTubing, and look at the different ones and see what's right for you if you choose to do that. But again, that's before you start. Another thing is if like you want to do gaming or you want to do show a certain thing, but you don't have the tools, OBS will be your friend. Also, what will be your friend is, and you don't want to spend any time, any time is to is and you don't want to spend any time. Melon is an online version of what OBS, and they're like, there's lots of different ones. I would go to Twitch and their extensions and their streaming platforms and see what suits you. I do love Melon because of Streamlabs OBS, but I do like Streamlabs OBS as well. Take a look, and also take a look at your sound. What's your sound like? And another thing is internet capability. Again, this is way before you even start. You haven't even started streaming, and you have. Wait a minute, Karen. You mean I have to do all this before I start? I just want to stream and be like my other content creators. Well, guess what? It takes work to be a content creator. You start out small, you have to work. It's work. It is work. You can't just go ahead and start. You guys start. Okay. Like for example, excuse me. What kind of thing that you would like to do? If it's gaming, I would go right to another server and then use like air server or whatever, and then use those. If it's like another online platform, try different ones. But again, you do that before you start streaming. I know it takes work, and you may want to have, let's say you want to have your little picture right on the side. That's fine. If you don't, that's fine. You want to be a VTuber? That's fine. VTuber. Now, and another thing that you need to do is check your picture quality. Check your it takes a lot of work to become a streamer, let alone a content creator. Now, if you're like me and you're coming back and you're saying, oh yeah, I forgot I have to do all that work, don't worry about it. And if people say, well, you're lagging or all you have to do is say nicely, I'm working on it. It's a work in progress, and just move on. Because a lot of people will want to take a look at it. Another thing is, don't brag too many times on your streams or on your platforms on, oh, well, I want followers. I want people to follow me so you can follow me on Twitch. Everyone wants that, but you don't need to brag. Like, today is sunny. Yeah, the great big yellow thing in the sky out there. And California finally getting in the Central Valley. It's supposed to rain tomorrow afternoon, kind of, sort of. It's almost like if you sneeze, you miss it. Now, here's another idea. I just did it. I told you the weather. Something interesting that will catch people's eye. And that's why I say I have mine set up right here so I can look at the different windows. And since it's been cloudy, rainy, windy, and today's sunny and calm, and 48 degrees. Ay, that's cold. But that's walkable. I'll wear my cap. And but it takes a lot of work. Later on tonight for tomorrow's Genshin stream on Twitch. It's Genshin Wednesday. I'm going to take a look at the different extensions I haven't in a long time and see what else I can do. There are a couple that I'd like to try. And do not worry if, well, I'm a newcomer to this and it looks like a lot of work. It is on your part because you're the star. You're the star of your own show. And you could have different kinds of streams for different kinds of venues. But start out with something small and also start out with a like with YouTube, especially YouTube Shorts and TikTok, where you can just put a video out there, put you and tell what you like to do, tell who you are, show you. If you don't want to show you, just take your camera and show others and then put it back on, download it, and then upload to your favorite, like on YouTube, on on YouTube Shorts. But and then people will start looking at it. And if you add to the bottom, I am, like, for example, I'm on Twitch. It's http twitch.tv/Karens, KARENS, no apostrophe, Keyblade. And I'm on Twitch, and I'll be on there tomorrow. And this is a self-promotion. Karen's Keyblade, and I will be on there tomorrow doing Genshin 3.4, so that's why I'm here now, because they're having the update. So, And I always like to take a look at it at nighttime. And if you're into Harry Potter or you're into Disney, try different platform, try different games that you wouldn't normally see. And if it's something like artwork, take an easel and start drawing and painting. And what I've been using is the built-in webcam. Most laptops do have the capability, and some desktops do have that capability. If not, you can buy one and then install it. And work on other parts of your speech too. And also try not to do any bad habit talking. Oh, well, he's like this and like that, or she's like this, she's like that. Okay. I see that time after time. I will be making a video on my gaming channel later on today on that. Yes, I will be cooking. We got hot water. It was actually, and this is something that you may want to try. Let's say you have a plumbing problem or anything. My dad and I were trying to figure out why is it blinking, because the little switch was up or sideways and not down. So my dad may want to put his tools somewhere else and make sure that things up and down. Good, I can take a shower. So that's a good start as a conversation starter is, oh, we finally have hot water. Yay. I can finally take a shower. And finally wash the dishes in the sink. Poor dishes. They're like, hey, don't you love me anymore? No. We don't have hot water. So you see, I made my little hand pop up. My sweater, I know it stretches the sweater, but look at how I did that. I made fun. And now I can actually wash dishes before or after dinner. What do you think? What do you think? What? So you see, you can try different things and you can do it before you hit the like button even to see, oh, will that work? Now let me put this sweater on. And you can take old socks too. And you can make sock puppets or whatever. And and another thing is with a while, like about the Twitch extensions, and I'm hoping that I can find for YouTube extensions, is to just try different things, to develop your own style, and add things that you wouldn't. Like the title doesn't have to be boring. You can say, well, how do I make a title? Again, that's before you start streaming. And then, but there are lots of things there to do way before you start streaming. Also, and this is something for you beginners especially, but those of us who have been there but haven't been there in a while, you may get a bully on there or someone that will say, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling lonely, I want to do myself in, I want to, ignore them and then say, what, and then ask them, well, why do you want to do yourself in? And then talk them out of it. But if they keep on, especially if they're young, and you say, if you don't stop, I'll ban you, ban them. And don't have their friend talk you into unbanning them because they'll be banned too. And and watch your words. Watch the way you speak. If you get bullied, just ignore them. They'll go away. Now, there might be occasions that people will say, we'll give you another site. Check it out. If it works for you, fine. If it doesn't, just let them know. Hey, I looked at it. I did my research. This is what happens. End of subject. Just stick to the point and then move on and just say, hey. If you want to pester somebody else. Don't pester me. And don't be bullied by someone who's already a bully. Another thing that you want to watch out for is people who think they know things more than you. They may, but say, could you please just say this? Could you please stick to the subject? And have them stick to the subject. Also, another good tip, and this is with those of you who are starting out especially, is to try not to get mad. I know that's hard, especially when you're playing a game and you're like, will you please go over there? Or, hey, you. And I'm not going to say it because we almost lost a football player. But, and because we almost lost a young football player, so I will not say it. And also because lost my mom. And if you have a loss, now this is another tip, is if you have a loss, go ahead and talk about it. Get it out of your chest, because there might be people out there who are just like you who are wondering, wait a minute, that's not part of Star Streaming. You can integrate it into your streams. Because if you see me play like Genshin or with Disney Magic, and I see something that reminds me so much of what my mom would have me do, then I'll start cracking up. Not laughing, crying. It's okay to do that. Now, another thing that starter streamers think they have to do, and let's just get this out of your mind, is I have to be on the same platform and I have to have lots of streamers all at once. Get that in your mind. One viewer can mean a lot to a person just starting out or coming back into the fold. And yes, it is a business. That's why I'm on my creative channel, because yes, it is a business. Believe it or not, streaming is a business. And you have to treat it as such, and you have to take a look at all these aspects, read up on it, study it, and this is long before you even start streaming. And if you are going to start streaming, start off small. Start off with a short. And it doesn't mean your favorite streamer. It could be, I know what I can do. I can bring one of my videos, upload one of my videos, and have a short on it. A little YouTube short. And yeah, there you go. Or if you have pictures that are fairly the same, you can do that. And then whether or not you have music with it or not is up to you. But again, you need to figure out, okay, what's all these steps? Then once you do start streaming, remember, you're going to have, it'll take you a while just to get streamers. Now, if you're on Twitch, it takes 30 streamers, 8 hours, 8+ hours, and a whole lot of work just to get to affiliate. Well, I wouldn't worry about that if you're a starter streamer, because what you want to do is develop a viewership. Not only that, to figure out, okay, what do they like? And you need to read up on a whole lot of stuff, including especially copyright material, because you don't want to get in trouble with these platforms saying, oh, you're doing copyrighted material. And that's something that you need to do. You can also read a book, read a magazine, or whatever. You can do exercises or a number of other things. Let's say you have a twirl you want to show. You want to do because you've been taking dance classes. Do YouTube shorts first. Do TikTok first. And then go from there. I would suggest making a Twitter account, because then if, let's say, people want to know that you're streaming, you can make a Twitter account. Also, Facebook is another one, because they have their own streaming platform. They can even do that on before you do Twitter. Now, if you are going to do Twitter, and there's a long road before you start, another thing that excuse me, is, you know, I may need a cup of coffee. Okay, but another thing, and let me be right back, because I may want to turn on the light so you can see me back. Oh, nah, it's gone. That's doing it. Hello, sunshine. I just don't want to turn the light on because of the sun. I haven't seen the sun since before Christmas. So it's, but, and you want to make sure that, and if you're like me, oh, I've done Twitch, well, let's make it better. And those are, if you're just coming back and you're wondering, oh, now I'm going to have to start again. Don't worry. It may be a long road back or just a long road too, but you'll get there. For those of you just starting out, YouTube is going to be your best friend because you can make videos and put them on later. You can do live videos. You can do YouTube shorts. Also, another thing is the time of day. What's the best time of day? Now, for me, it's in the afternoon. I've done it in the morning. I've done it at night, but I tend to fall asleep. And since Mom died, I like to be with my dad. So that is my dad time. But there's a lot of work that happens before you even get started. Once you do all these things, especially with copyright material, enunciating, and not having anybody bullying you. Now, also when you start, there may be nobody chatting, or there may be a few people chatting. You can have that's manageable. Because once it goes up and up, scrolling up and up, of course you're not gonna have anybody wanting to stream. You know what? That sun's going down. I'll be right back. Okay. And and another thing is to watch your words. Now, in many platforms, and I'm sure Instagram and TikTok and Facebook does too, it has bad words that you just don't want to use. Go ahead and put that down. Now, I would also suggest Nightbot because that will help you with that in case somebody just doesn't want to pay any attention to that. Also, you may want to change your format. You may want to change how you do things. Try different aspects of it. And like what I just did there. Excuse me, I've got to turn on the light. And also take breaks and hydrate. Another thing, and I'm sure you've heard me sing, and hopefully I'll be singing it tomorrow with Al Haytham, is I sing whenever I get the gold from either Disney Magic or what's the other one? Genshin, and it's got the gold. I sing Gold Fever. Gold Fever. And that comes from a very young Clint Eastwood, just starting out in his acting career, in a movie called Paint Your Wagon. Now, if you want to use those kind of music, make sure you give that artist credit, and if it came from a movie or TV show, give that credit. So that way you won't get deducted or darned or docked or whatever. And it is going to be, it's going to start hard. And don't worry about the viewership, they will come. Another thing that I hear often enough in the, especially in the YouTube world, is they like to say throughout, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. You can do that at the end, and so that it's not a turn, that's more of a turn off than a turn on, because you just want to start, stick to the point, and move on. And right now I'm putting on my shoe so I can get my coffee before I start the other one. Excuse me. And also, if you're playing a game, and you want to explain how you gone about how you got to where you're at, and then give suggestions on things. If it's knitting, okay, this is the kind of knitting that I do. I just flubbled, and then here's how I fix it, type thing. If it's a sewing and or anything, say it's okay, let's fix it now. And if you're one who plays a game and you have, like, with anyone that has either a two-color system like Genshin, or like on Disney Magic, and you say, well, wait a minute, I didn't get the gold, but I got the purple. That's okay. Say, hey, that's okay. That's good too. That's what I usually say. Also, you don't have to say too much of your life, but if you want to, you can. Especially after a death of a loved one, whether it's father, mother, sister, whatever, daughter, cat, dog. It might help you, as well as, and it may not be that you want sympathy, it's just getting it off your chest, so to speak. Also, if you sound like you're gonna mumble, or but be you. Here's another thing. I want to be yourself and be honest. Don't let anybody talk you into saying, oh, you need to do all this stuff. Be honest. Now, if you want to watch your other streamers and not copy, but integrate into that, go for it. But no matter what, it's your content. You're the star. Now, I do hope that this helps. And if you want me to do another one on what kinds and more and be more specific and help you with whatever, or if you're coming back saying, now what? Let me know in the comment section below. And please, if you can, like, subscribe, and tell me your thoughts about this video, what you thought about it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want more on how to start, let me know in the comment section below. So put some love into it. And also, if you want more of this kind of content or any other, please let me know. Now, also, I will be making another one, maybe shorter, on my gaming channel, for the on RA content creators that just on content creators. If you want to learn more about it, please put content creators above and see. Also watch your words. Words do hurt. And be yourself, and happy streaming, everybody. And have a happy morning, afternoon, and evening. And I will see you on Thursday, where I will be doing some crafting. And I'll be telling you what kind of crafts I will be starting with. And that's crafts, not craps. And if you like this, and you want more, please let me know. Now you see, I swallowed my consonants. Please let me know. How about please let me know? I will be doing another one soon on my gaming channel. So if you like it and you want more, please let me know in the comments section. And by all means, if you want to come and visit me on my crafting channel later on, then sure. I hope to see you there, or tomorrow on my Twitch channel. And I'll be there in the afternoon, and we're going to go through the 3.4 update, including Lantern Right. And then Thursday I'll be here for some crafts and so I'll be showing you the different crafts I will be doing. And then Friday, after my walk, yes, I'm going for my walk Friday. And I do hope you guys enjoyed this, and happy streaming, everybody. And let me know how it goes.